Hey friends, so glad you could join me today. I am working on a new little toy, and I think you might recognize it. It's Kerplunk, except it's a miniature version and it's quiet Kerplunk because we used these pom-poms. So when they fall, they don't make any noise. Maybe something you could play in the car, like on vacation? That would be a fun thing to use, right? So let me show you how to make it, because this is something that children can make themselves. I just want to point out we're using some water bottles. We use these little water bottles at Vacation Bible School every year, so we have a lot of these left over. And if you just take the lids off, let them dry out, it's perfect. And they could use these to make, it takes two to make the game. You do have to kind of have a craft knife or something to get started for the leader to do. But I'm just going around the top little ring with the scissors. It cuts super easy, so the children, they won't have any trouble cutting it after the knife gets a little hole started. So that's pretty easy to do. You discard this part, we don't need it. And I'm just gonna point out that if you were able to collect like some 2-liter size bottles, you probably could make this with full-length straws instead of 6-inch straws. And then you would have a larger game. The beautiful thing about this is whenever you put it together, all of the pom-poms stay inside it, and all you need are the straws. So if you don't lose the straws, we're gonna have to get some more, then you're in good shape. So I'm gonna put several holes right around the middle, because when I put these together, I'm just using a hole punch. Super easy to actually punch with a hole punch. So when you put them together, then you'll have a little bit of, you'll have holes to work with in order to put the straws through. So push down a little bit farther, make sure you get plenty. Do that on both sides. So that one's a little mushed in, we'll fix that. So, snap away. After you get them all punched, then we're gonna cut the straws. Straws need to be 6 inches. So if you've got longer straws or something, maybe you can just see what that is. But we want it to be able to fit all the way across. 6 inches is pretty safe. So I've got a 6-inch ruler here, and you can see I'll do one right here, 6 inches. And I can clip it and that'll mark it. And now I can pick up a couple at a time. And I'm cutting off the bendy part. If you have a bendy part, you may want to cut that off too. All right, these are just regular size straws, and they're plastic straws. You could try paper ones, but if paper ever gets bent, sometimes it's not always the easiest to work with. So, all right, if kids lose straws and they take these on vacation or something, you never know, you may go buy and get a Coke somewhere and they'll have a bunch of straws. You know, just they're out there for those who need straws, and you might need some. I'm just saying. Very good. So here's some of the straws, they're ready to go. So now I'll put it together, but before I tape it, I have to add some pom-poms. So let's put some in the very bottom here. You can decide how many you want. Looks like I've got 2 of each color of this one. And see how the pom-poms match the straws? I mean, matchy-matchy, if you want to do that. All right, then I slide the bottles together ever so gingerly. Okay. Oops, my big thumb just did that. Oh no, I don't slide them together, I just hold them together. A little error there. Okay, hold them together and I tape it. So let's find those spots. Tape that across. I'm using clear tape so you can't really see the tape. That'd be better. And over here. Good. Oh, I better get right there. I can see somebody putting their thumb in that. That would be so bad. Okay. So right there, there's another little thumb spot. Let me get that one. All right, well that's there. That's all sealed up. I might just mention to you, if the holes are a little bit small for the size straw that you have, whenever you go to put it in, it'll have a hard time going through. So you want to be sure to maybe use the hole punch a couple of times around it, so that way your straws can go through easily. And by the way, you could actually use skewer sticks as well if that is easier for you. You just have to cut them. You can cut them with scissors too, and cut them and make sure that the tip is cut off as well. But you'll thread it all the way through, and then when they pull out each one of these straws, as they fall, then the points are tallied and you'll have a winner. And when you're all done, you turn it back over and you put the straws back in and play again. So it's that easy. You can do this, and I think you're gonna have a lot of fun doing it.